Well. How the turntables... The turntables have turned... Shit. What's going on, guys? My name's Kyle, and I am back with another video. I know you've missed me, but this beautiful face is back, and we are back with another amazing video. Hopefully you stay all the way to the end, but it is going to be my full YouTube audio setup / tour. I thought I would go with, my lighting setup, but it's basically just a lamp on top of some boxes. So we're going to wait a little bit until we get a little more videos coming out and produced and the production goes up and we get a little more professional lighting. Then I'll do a tour on that and my recording setup. But for now, I've got a decent audio setup and I said, why not record it? So I'll be walking through each individual kind of component, the Elgato Wave 3, the Elgato Shock mount, as well as the Rode PSA-1, and then how it's all set up, how I run, the cabling to my PC, what it's recording on, all of that stuff we will get into, as well as a test between this and the internal microphone. So let's get right into the video. So, like I said, we're going to be walking through my full YouTube audio setup. It works for me, it may not work for you. But hopefully if, right now you may be doing YouTube and you're starting off just using your camera and the internal microphone, which is great for just starting out, but eventually you're going to get to a point where maybe you have great quality, but you want great audio as well. They kind of pair together very nicely. And that's the point that I ended up getting to. So the Elgato Wave 3, why did I choose a USB microphone compared to kind of a shotgun mic or a condenser mic that sits on the hot shoe or is plugged directly into your DSLR or camera? Both, it was on sale, and you know how I love to save money.
First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
As well as there wasn't a lot of stock for a lot of microphones, external microphones. I looked at Rode and a couple other different companies, and if you haven't been aware and you haven't been paying attention, technology stock and a lot of things are just not in stock. So I looked at the Rode, which is one of the most popular kind of audio brands, especially for external microphones for YouTube, and even the mini one, the one above that, a couple their lavalier systems, so the one that kind of wires and clips onto different parts of your clothes and stuff like that, all out of stock for Best Buy, Amazon, and even like B&H. They're all out of stock. So I had to come to a point, and after watching YouTube videos and seeing the quality wasn't that great on kind of like the lower end of Rode, I had to make a decision. And as well as I didn't want to pay $300 for Rode's, I think it's the Video Mic Pro, which is the top of the line $300 microphone. And obviously down the road, that might be something that I end up getting if I want to shoot on the go or have multiple cameras. I might need, or I want to move my setup somewhere else, I might need to get that microphone, but this works for me right now. So once I saw the sale, once I saw the limited stock online, I said, you know what? It was $131. I price matched that at Best Buy. I said, I kind of have to. And then shortly after that, I ended up purchasing the Elgato Shock mount as well as the Rode PSA-1. And like I said, each of these products have their own videos. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll go ahead and link those top left or right of the screen for the Elgato Wave 3 unboxing as well as the Rode PSA-1 unboxing video. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. So USB microphone, you may be saying, that's an interesting choice for YouTube videos. You could just be plugging a microphone into your DSLR, and then once you input that into Adobe or Final Cut, it's all there. But it really does work for me. It's great audio. I can control the decibel levels. It has its own kind of software as well. And even down the line, if I want to do streaming or anything like that, I can utilize this voiceovers. You may be able to use kind of a on-camera mic or anything like that, but for voiceovers, this kind of makes my life a lot easier, and it's super crisp and high quality. So how am I actually setting up this kind of contraption I've got going on here? So I have the Rode PSA-1 that is attached. It's the boom arm, so it's attached to my actual desk with a clamp, and then it comes down to their shock mount, which is then hand holding the actual Elgato Wave 3. They then use the USB-C end is actually plugged into the microphone, and then the cable runs down all of the Rode PSA-1 and then connects on, if you can see in kind of the edge of the frame, connects to my custom PC. And then from there, and I know I'm gonna probably get some hate from this, I record directly to Adobe Premiere Pro. I don't know if you can kind of see it, the levels going up and down. Those are my previous video as well. Go ahead and check that out. I'll link it above. But that's what I'm recording on. So it records straight to Premiere Pro, and it just works out that way. I start a new project. If you're not familiar with Adobe Premiere Pro, you start a project and then you import all of your audio, your video, or your audio and video as one, and it just works. I start a project, I record something, and then when I'm done recording on here with the actual visuals and the video, I import that, and then my whole project's set up ready to go. I could probably be recording on different platforms that are on Windows, but this just works. It's part of Adobe's Creative Cloud, and I'm already paying for it, and this is what I edit on, so it just makes sense. All of that's connected, all of that makes sense, but let's actually get into the quality of things. I'm sure you can hear right now that this is very crisp. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you can probably see the difference. I've been using this for maybe 2 or 3 videos, but everything before that was the internal microphone on my DSLR. So what I really want to do is I want to do the actual test portion. So I'm going to say just a little phrase, and then, or maybe a couple phrases, and we're going to kind of go back and forth, and you'll see on the screen, is it the Elgato Wave 3 or the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV internal microphone? So you can kind of get a different, I would love to test this with different microphones or different, you know, external shotgun mics or anything like that. But maybe you're watching this video and you just started YouTube and you're using the internal microphone and you want to upgrade. You're at that point where you're saying, I need better audio. So this is going to be a comparison of if you're just starting out to jumping to something that's a little bit better, that's not at a crazy high price range. So we are going to go ahead and start the test now. Like I said, you'll be able to see on the screen which is which. Hi, my name is Kyle, and today we're going to be talking about my full YouTube audio setup. Hi, my name is Kyle, and today we're going to be talking about my full YouTube audio setup. This is going to be the Elgato Wave 3 with the shock mount. This is going to be the Elgato Wave 3 with the shock mount. This Elgato Wave 3 is sitting on a Rode PSA-1. This Elgato Wave 3 is sitting on a Rode PSA-1. So hopefully you're able to hear kind of a difference. Obviously there's going to be a big difference. The internal microphone picks up so much background noise. My PC's not dead silent. It's not 0 decibels, so you probably can hear that, as well as any white noise or anything like that. Like if I didn't talk, you're probably able to hear the white noise compared to if I didn't talk when the Elgato Wave 3 was in use. You wouldn't hear that white noise, you wouldn't hear the PC. So things like that just really make it a great improvement from just if you're starting out using only a DSLR, and probably a lot better than if you were using just a small kind of, you know, Rode smaller condenser microphone, or even the middle of the way. The quality is going to be insanely better with this because it's built for streamers. It's built for recording, you know, voiceover, stuff like that. This is built for that, and it's great and crisp, and I'm sure you were able to hear that over the test. Like I said, hopefully down the line I can kind of compare it with a bunch of different microphones. You kind of get a, you know, is it better than the $100 Rode microphone instead of just getting this, and comparing those two. But that test was just to show, you know, going from the internal microphone to something like this for not too expensive. I think they're always having sales, but right now it's like $150. I'll go ahead and link everything down in the description. So the mic, the mount, the boom arm, as well as my camera, and all those will be linked down below. So I've been wanting to record this video for a while, just to show you how I'm recording my actual audio. I made individual videos on each product, but I wanted to kind of make a complete video on my full kind of at-home YouTube audio setup, maybe give you a little bit of inspiration. I'm always trying to do that with things that I've bought that aren't breaking the bank. You know, this was altogether the same price that a Rode kind of top of the line, or even cheaper than that actually, what I ended up paying on everything. So it just kind of worked out for me. When I do voiceovers, it works great. It goes directly to Premiere Pro. The controls are great with the microphone. It sounds so crisp, no background white noise, and it just works for me, and maybe it'll work for you. But this has been the full kind of setup tour of my actual YouTube audio. So if you made it all the way till the end of the video, I appreciate you. Go ahead and leave a like down below, subscribe, comment. I read all the comments, I reply to all the comments. I'm here for what you have to say, and I will see you in the next video.